My name is Paulla Bisoma, full name Paulla Farida Bijou Bisoma. The Bijou is from my aunt. I go to Olympus. I'm going to be a senior this year. I am turning 17 tomorrow. And I live with my older sister who's 5 years older than me, and then with my dad. And then I speak 3 languages, Swahili, Shona, and then English. I enjoy doing track. I enjoy dancing, singing, so.
Because you grew up in a refugee camp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk about what that experience was like and how long you lived there?
My family is from Congo, but I was born in Botswana. We had tents, and there was a mattresses in the tent, so people had to like sleep on the like floor on the floor, like just nothing on the floor. So it was really hard for people to like live there. Like I would just see people just like no lights in the houses. They had like lamps, but not no light. It was just like really hard. So like I would just say like supplies, food. That was like the hardest too. Like we didn't have a lot of food, so I would also say food, like toiletries, food. We weren't Not a lot of people were really sanitary there. Like we didn't have like a lot of like sanitary things. I was born at 600 grams. They had to do like a cesarean section on her, so they did that. And I guess the nurses didn't think that I was like human or something, I guess. So they like threw me and tried to save my mom, which like I appreciate that, but like so my mom was okay, but like a doctor came in and she just like saw me and she like decided to like save me as well. So
Wow.
yeah, and like my mom just died like 2 days after. I guess she like knew she was going to die, so she like called my dad and older sister in the hospital to tell my sister that she should take care of herself and then also of me, because I guess she knew I was going to survive. So yeah.
So you became close with the nurse that saved you, right?
Yeah, I became close. I was named after her because people at the hospital knew about like what was going on. Everyone was just like, oh, a woman was in labor at 4 months. She gave birth. The child is like, nobody thought I was like going to be alive. But when the doctor came in and just saved me, like a couple of months later, everybody was just like, you should name. They were telling my dad, they were like, you should name your daughter after the doctor. And then so my dad named me Bijou, which is after her. So.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
So can you explain typically what they do with babies there who aren't fully developed?
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but they just throw you away because I'm guessing they don't have like the resources to like save a child that's not fully developed. So they just like, I guess, just throw you away, I'm guessing. So.
So where did she find you? Like, how did she know? She just knew what was going on, and then where were you at the time when she went to save you?
From the story that my dad told me, I was in the trash can, and she was actually working there. But that day, I don't think she was working on that specific day. I think she just came in to like do like a couple of rounds or something. I don't know. But she came in, and a lot of people are just like rushing around, like what to do. We don't know what to do. A woman is in labor at 4 months. We don't know what to do. So she went into the operating room where my mom was, and then she just like looked. I don't know what made her, but she looked into the trash can, and like there I was. So she just decided to like pick me up. I really don't know what like told her to like pick me up, because like 4 months is like you're really not developed. But yeah, she saved me.
Oh my word. What, are you still in contact with her to this day?
Not anymore, because she passed like a couple of weeks ago, a month ago.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it's been like 6 years. Like we were actually planning on having her come to my graduation, because it's like my last year in high school. But unfortunately, that could not happen because she passed like a month ago.
I'm so sorry. How did she pass away?
We don't know the details, but she passed in New York. like she was like visiting her daughters.
Oh my word, that is heart-wrenching. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What would you say to her for what she's done for you?
I would just say just thank you, because there isn't a word that like can describe how someone really feels. You can just say a word, but like it really doesn't really describe how much you feel, because like at that point when she saved me, like I don't think anyone else was like even thinking about that, but she thought about that, and like I'm here, so I really just want to say thank you so to her.
What was that like, not growing up with your mom?
So like I hear stories of her, how she was like a wonderful person, and it's just like, oh my god, like I wish I had that, but it's just like I never had that, so I don't know how to feel, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But if she was here, what would you say to your mom?
I would just say I love her. Yeah. Cause she's my mom, so she like so I would just embrace her as a mom. But we had like monthly rations, so we had to like keep for like the rest of the month, and then get another ration for like the next month. So it just like it was like according to your family, like how big your family is. So like if people had like 12 children, then they would have like a bigger ration. But we didn't have a big family, so we had like little rations that we had to like keep for the month. But my dad also like grew corn, tomatoes, kale in like the garden next to our house. So like we would have like a couple of things that we could eat in the month too. And then we stayed there for like 11 years, 10 to 11 years.
Do you want to talk about that story of when you saw your dad crying?
Yeah, so my sister and I were just like in the house, and like we heard like our dad crying, and so we went up to him, and he's just like he doesn't know how to feed us, because like there during that time there was like I think there was like a drought, so like there wasn't water, so we didn't know like how he didn't know how to feed us, so like my sister had to go and get some water from the stream, and he had to cook maguina, which is like the puffs, and yeah, my sister had to like go sell those like door to door around the house, around the neighbors, to like raise up some money so we can so she can like feed us like through for the night, or like the week after, or like something like that. So
How old were you guys at the time when you had to do that?
my sister, I think she was like 7 or 8, and I was like 1, 2, 3 something, yeah, something like that.
You had submitted papers, right, to
Yeah.
come to America. And how long did you have to wait?
I think 5 years. For a moment, we just like lost hope on leaving. We were just like, you know what, we're just gonna live here, like forever. I was happy. I was like really happy, because we've lived there for like a really long time. So I was like, you know what, like finally, look, we're going. But also, I was just like, I'm leaving my friends. I was really close to a couple of my friends. I was just like, I'm leaving them, like like never going to see them again. Possibly if they, if they like come with us, like come to the state, or like the country that we are, we might see them. But also my sister had a really best friend, so that was like the hardest part for her as well. Her best friend slept in the house with us that same night to like say her goodbyes as well. But I think that was like the hardest part too, just like leaving our family and friends there too.
So what were you able to take with you?
We were able to take our clothes. I think that was it. They didn't really let us take anything else. It was just our clothes.
What was that transition like? Was it a culture shock? Was it exciting? Was it scary? What was it like when you first came here?
It was different. Like culture-wise, it was different, because food was different. Education was different as well. We didn't see apartments there. We didn't see like really big houses there. At that point, I was just like, I missed home. Like I was just like, I didn't think of like let's go back, but it was just like I miss it. But it was really like different, just like everything. Yeah, I just had to like adjust to like a lot of things, to adjust to people, because I'm like a shy person. Like I really I don't put myself out there. Like, I don't talk to people that I'm not really close to. So like the only people I was close to was my family. So I really didn't talk to like people at all. So it was like really hard for me to like make friends, talk to people. So that was like the adjustment that I had to do.
Yeah. How old were you at the time?
I was 10.
Do you want to talk about the Pear Program? Is that what it was?
Pear Program, yeah. It was specifically to refugees, but like if you're not a refugee, you can still like join it. But it was really good for us refugees because they would like help us with our English. They will help us to like adjust to like the American culture, like things like that. So it was just like really good for like people that just came in the U.S.
How can we better help refugees that come to America and are kind of in that adjustment transition phase?
Just help them with like just adjusting to the U.S. Cause like I really know how it feels. Cause like I was once transitioning to the U.S. from like people from Congo or like Tanzania. It's like really hard to adjust to the U.S. Cause like there's like it's a different culture, and then coming to like another like really different culture as well. So I would just say like helping them with like English, because not a lot of people speak English in Africa. I would say English, and also toiletries as well, because they just come in here, they just came, so they really don't know where Walmart is. They don't know where the stores are. Just like help them just adjust, like take them to Walmart, take them to stores that just show them what they can do around the community as well.
So can you kind of talk about your plan going forward and what you're doing now to reach that goal, that dream that you have?
Yeah, in school right now I am taking like a couple of medical classes. I'm taking EMT and also pharmacy tech, which like will help me in college, so I don't have to take them in college. I just want to go to college and medical school, then residency, and then eventually becoming a doctor. Ever since I was young, I'll just be like, I want to be a doctor. Everyone, like in the camp where we live, everyone would just ask me, what do you want to be? And I'm like, doctor, like, when I was like 6 or something. So everybody just remembers me as like, that little doctor that everybody knows. So still till this day, I'm still like, I want to be a doctor. So my sister's like, just keep that in your head, and, be that doctor that you've said that you wanted to be ever since you were like 6. So she just like, continue education so you can be that doctor that you want to be. So Nelson Mandela once said, after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills yet to climb.
Why does that have significance to you?
Because like being born, in that condition, and just growing up there was one hill that I had to climb, and then coming to the U.S., transitioning, adapting to the U.S. was another hill. And then also, education, going to college, becoming a doctor, those are like more hills that I have to climb as well. So it's like I have to climb more hills every time I want to do something, but it's okay because I'm still, I'm going to go over that hill. So it's like, I like understand that. So I really wanted to use that in my story.